That guy looks hungry. And so am I. Good morning, Mike Chen here. I am at Knoxbury Farm, my first time in what is known as the first amusement park in the country. So this place started really humbly, like all this actually started from a fruit stand back in the 1920s. Then in the 1930s, the Knott's family built a chicken restaurant selling some amazing chicken because people were waiting so long, they start building attractions and rides while people waited to get in. And that eventually turned into over 120 acres of all this. So today, fried chicken is 100% on the menu, along with various other, I don't really know what's to eat around here, but I don't really want to turn into this guy, so let's go find out. All right, I've been walking around, no food places is open. So apparently the park opens at 10, no food places opens until 11. I don't really understand that, but, and this whole park's theme is like a mining town, so it's really, really cool. So we got the all-day, pretty much like a buffet pass. You can get food every 90 minutes at any one of these food places. Again, the problem is a lot of the food places are still not open. The barbecue place is open though. I see smoke, I see fire, I smell meat. Oh, this is looking good. So this is the menu. I'm getting the quarter of chicken and pork ribs. So I got the dining pass, which means that every one of these little symbols you see here, this is included in the dining pass. So basically I get a new meal every 90 minutes. That's why I wanted to get a meal as soon as the park opened. No, just kind of maximize it. So I got the dining plan with the drink. So they give you a bracelet and you can, like I said, you can get food every 90 minutes. You can get a drink every 15 minutes. I'm actually so excited for the food here. I'm usually not that excited for food in amusement parks, but this smells good, it looks good, it looks juicy. All right, so this water, oh, look at the size of this rib. That's a good sized rib. I mean, obviously everything in amusement parks is gonna be more expensive, but I tell ya, this is a juicy looking piece of rib. Oh man, I might be giving this a little too much hype, but this looks saucy and juicy and nice and delicious. Is my jawline looking a little more chiseled now after I got that nice workout from these ribs? I think so, maybe. That was a good workout. I'll give it its due. The flavor is great. You actually taste the flames, which is incredible. Actually, this part, this is pretty tender. It comes off with, you know, some effort, but way less effort than I thought it was gonna take. Nah. Like this rib from this part down, not too bad. Oh, the chicken looks juicy. Am I going crazy? Well, this chicken actually looks good right now. That's a juicy looking piece of chicken. I made a mistake complimenting the ribs before I took a bite, but that is a juicy looking piece of chicken. This barbecue chicken isn't just good for an amusement park. This is a good barbecue chicken anywhere. That's so juicy. This is juicier chicken than I have at most restaurants. Wow. I mean, definitely needs a little extra barbecue sauce, but that juiciness and tenderness, that is unmistakable. This might be the best food item I've had at any amusement park, including Disney, including Six Flags, anywhere. This is amazing. This is like restaurant. This is better than some restaurants. A lot of times restaurants will bring you a piece of chicken that tastes like cardboard. Wow, this really surprised me. And then of course, on the side I got fire roasted corn. Sweet, buttery, juicy. This is a good meal. This is a really good meal. Now my expectation for this place is as high as, well, that big roller coaster right over there. Let's go see what else we can find to eat. Check this out. So this is called Strictly on a Stick. They got your common hand-dipped corn dog, but they also have freaky frog legs and fried dill pickles. Also, just looking on the website, they're supposed to have, even on their website, it says they have this boysenberry corn dog I don't see it on the menu. And also they have supposed to have cheese on a steak. So there's a lot of stuff I'm seeing on their website that I don't see them having right now, which is really disappointing. And we did realize that if you're just gonna come here and eat a lot of food, it's probably worth it to just buy multiple meal passes and kind of just stagger it, because each meal pass is $30 and the frog legs themselves are 12 bucks. So we are attempting to buy more meal passes right now and just like, you know, eat nonstop. All right, we got the second dining pass. So Christine's gonna wait here for the frog legs because they said it's gonna take about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go use this right away so we can, again, maximize this ticket. So I just gotta find something with a dining pass. I don't even care what it is at this point. Oh, what is this, what is this, what is this? Funnel cakes, funnel cakes. Okay, that does not have a dining pass. Boardwalk barbecue. What about this? Okay, got rotisserie chicken, flank steak, pulled pork, mac and cheese. Anything fun? Okay, there's some fun stuff in there. So what I can use the dining pass for here is a barbecue platter or a brioche bun mac and cheese. Oh, wow. Holy moly. I am not walking out of here. I am not. Rolling maybe, but not walking. Okay, this is really interesting. Not Scary Farm candy corn roll. Oh, this is really interesting. They got boysenberry barbecue sauce and spicy barbecue sauce. All right, check it out. Meal plan? Meal plan. Timers are set every 90 minutes, rotating, get my food. Check out what I got. This is so crazy. This is the craziest thing I've seen, not just in amusement parks. I mean, I just got off this crazy wooden roller coaster that made my heart pound, but this is making my heart pound even more. And I'm pretty sure after I eat it, it's gonna make my heart stop. This is the ultimate mac and cheese sandwich. Pepper jack mac and cheese on the bottom, pulled pork, barbecue sauce. What in the world? I think the most impressive thing about this, 100% its size. Also, never seen this amusement park before. Look at this, Cajun frog legs. Last time I had frog legs, I think it was in the Philippines. Didn't know the next time we'll be at an amusement park in California. Extremely juicy and nice. I mean, they really do just taste like chicken. This definitely needs to hop into some barbecue sauce. I think this is the boysenberry barbecue sauce. Oh, that's a spicy one. Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, I've been dying to try this boysenberry sauce. I've been hearing so much about this. That's delicious. Fruity, smoky barbecue sauce. Well, I'm just really gonna, this is speechless. So they recommended the pulled pork. The mac and cheese actually looks so gooey and good. I don't think there's any way on this planet I could pick up this entire sandwich on its own and eat it like that. That's not bad. Let me attempt to eat it the way it should be done. There's no way. There's just, I can't, there's just zero way of picking this up. It's just too loose. It's just too much in here. I think this might be the most worth it item to get. If you just want something to fill you up for the whole day, there is nothing better than this. Also, this roll, I've never seen something like this before. Whoa! There's actually candy corn in here. This is insane. What is this? Look at this. So I think this may be a dessert roll. Looks like crab meat in the middle, and I think crispy bits of fried cheese, maybe? I'm not sure what that is, with a side of candy corn. Now I understand why this item is included in the Scary Farm menu. Once I took a bite, I was terrified this thing wasn't going down my throat. I'm terrified. The best thing about this might just be the sweet and sour sauce and the candy corn on top. And I'm pretty sure this place didn't make any one of those things. This orange sprinkle of stuff on the side, I don't know what it is, but I imagine it was supposed to be crispy. That thing tastes like it just took a ride on one of those water log rides. That is soggy as it can be. I mean, yeah, this is frighteningly bad. All right, gotta do something other than savory. Stuffed churros. The right arm meal plan. I feel like a gunslinger here. Which meal plan you want? Right one, left one. Why does Knott's Berry Farm have so many things that are so hard to swallow? Love the boysenberry jam inside, but the churro itself. It's heavy, it's chewy, it's stale. This is really not good. On the positive side, I'm getting a lot of jaw workout today. Oh, I wanted this vampire garlic pizza. So this is a pizza with basically all just cloves of garlic on top, but this whole thing isn't even open. Calico tater spot, closed. Pizza, closed. Chorizo pizza, spicy spaghetti and meatballs, closed. Can we get a carne asada fries? And can I fill this up? Carne asada fries. Wow. Look at that amount of meat they put in here. It's just shredded cheese, a little bit of meat, guacamole, and sour cream. First of all, this will definitely be the opposite of a loaded fries would be. And not a lot of toppings on here. And this is 100% pre-made, it's just been sitting there. With that said, the small amount of steak on here, it's pretty good. I mean, sour cream is good, guacamole is good. Shredded cheese is not melting at all because the fry's not hot anymore. I think this, if they just cooked it and give it, you know, more than 3 pieces of meat and loads more cheese, as this though, really not living up to its potential. If you're wondering what a boysenberry is, a boysenberry is a cross between a red raspberry, a blackberry, and a loganberry. And these, let me see if I can find one. Well, they're kind of dried, but those are boysenberries right there. I'm feeling kind of queasy right now because we just went on a super spinny, nauseating ride. But my alarm has sounded, and that means another dish awaits. So this is the Grande Burrito. Oh my God, it's, I cut it wrong and now it's kind of falling apart. A lot of rice and beans. I think total, maybe, definitely, under 10 pieces of meat of these little bite-sized asadas. Not much meat at all. Flavor is okay, definitely need some salsa. And they just give you tortilla chips. I don't know what I'm supposed to dip this in. I'm supposed to dip this into the burrito maybe? I don't know. And this is an expensive dish, $16. I mean, there's not much to it. I think this is good if you want to stuff your stomach, but flavor, texture, ingredients, everything. One of the most mad dishes of the day. I mean, the asada flavor is pretty good. I would have liked more asada instead of just maybe 10 pieces of this. This is a game of where is the asada? Here we go. There's a little bit, a few pieces here. Not much at all. Oh, there's a piece there. Piece there, like I said, total of maybe under 10 pieces of asada. I think a lot of food in this amusement park had a lot of potential. With some onions, cilantro, jalapenos, salsa, some cheese in here, this would have been a great burrito. So this place, this is the Fine Foods, something's other than Fine Foods. What I really want is what I saw on the website. They have this thing called the Petrified Pizza, which is a burger, but the burger buns are pizza. Sweet! Petrified Pizza Burger. So 2 thin mini pepperoni pizzas and sandwiched between them, burger patty with cheese. I really wanted to try this. As obvious as this is, I know this is more of a novelty item. It is made just to get people talking about the food here, but I like it. I think it's good. You know what this pizza tastes like? It tastes like little bagel bites. It tastes like bagel bites. Bagel bites are amazing. It's like a giant bagel bite, and the burger is juicy. There's still that juice. I mean, some of that is grease from the pizza, but part of that is burger juice. It's a pretty juicy burger. I mean, it's not gonna be like, hey, I'll take this medium, and you get a nice pink center. It's nothing like that. This is more of a bagel bites with a middle school hamburger in between. And both of those things, I like. This is, I guess, for me, super nostalgic. I mean, bagel bites, I haven't had that since I was a kid. Also, I like the fact that the pepperoni on top is toasted, so it's kind of curling a little bit. It's got a nice char. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking up how good a burger pizza is, or a pizza burger is. But seriously, this might be my favorite thing today. I freaking love this. This just reminds me of sitting with my friends in a basement playing Super Mario Brothers. His mom making us bagel bites in the oven. My mom would never do that. My mom would never buy me bagel bites or pizza rolls or anything amazing like that. She would try to make them though, with broccoli. I kid you not. My mom made broccoli pizza when I was growing up. Now you know another reason why I hate broccoli. Just got off that roller coaster right there. It's kind of like a mini King Ka. If you guys ever been to King Ka in New Jersey, Six Flags. Pretty fun. Oh, this is cool. It's like a rotating observatory just going up in the sky. Anyway, 2 minutes and 35 seconds till my next meal is ready. This is where I'm gonna go. And today I'm going for the Carne Chupacabra Burger. This is the Chupacabra Burger. If you guys don't know what a Chupacabra is it's a creature that's kind of like a coyote, a dog. And this burger, I don't know exactly why this burger would be anything resembling a Chupacabra, but you know what this tastes like? This tastes exactly like a burger with a sliced up hot dog on top of it. And it's not bad. Cheese is good, hamburger patty is always good. Hot dog's always good. But yeah, it tastes exactly like what I just said. Cheeseburger patty with a hot dog on top. I wish they made this like a double burger, maybe a little grilled onions, grilled chilies in here. It just needs something. If this is what a Chupacabra is, they're really not all that interesting. I think I like the fries way better. Last food item of the day. Can't leave without a turkey leg. Giant smoked turkey leg. I think this is like a necessity at any amusement park. I mean, we all know, wherever you go, Disney, Knott's Berry Farm, your state fair, you gotta have a smoked turkey leg. It's one of those things where we all know this is not the best tasting food anywhere, but it's just fun. Eating a ginormous drumstick. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up my food day. Oh, actually just one more thing. But I would recommend, if you come here, get the meal pass. A food item every 90 minutes. If you time it right, how much should we eat today per wristband?
Definitely, we got our money's worth.
We got our money's worth, right? I mean, it's definitely cheaper because we got the wristband. So if you're coming here, make sure to get that online and make sure you set your alarm. Okay, so original plan, I was gonna go to Mrs. Knott's Fried Chicken because that's what kind of started it all. But you know what? I'm not a kid anymore. I can't just be going into amusement parks and eating food all day and then leaving amusement parks and eating more food. Wait a minute, they're supposed to be closing at 6. I would love to go on one last ride. Anyway, like I'm saying, after the last turkey leg, I'm all clucked out. I'm good. I don't need any more chicken. Felt pretty good before the turkey leg. Afterwards, all I want to do is nap. But overall, amazing fun day here at Knott's Berry Farm. Hopefully the food reviews have been helpful to you guys. I'm sure most people won't come in here and get a meal plan and start setting timers, but why not? Tons of food, twisty roller coasters. I think it makes the day more thrilling. As always, thank you all very much for watching this video. Until we eat again, see you later.